Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 4, Fighting Fate. Last episode, Sir Night Eye tested Deku and, before he can let him do his internship or work study there. And he let him in, but then he told him that the only reason why he let him in is because he wants him to realize why he's not fit to be All Might's successor, because you had Togata there. That's actually Sir Night Eye's choice to being the successor, right? So he wants to make Deku give up on that by having him work along Togata and realizing the difference between them two. And then you had who was it? What was his name? Amajiki that wanted to talk to Kekeshima. He's one of the big three. And then you had Hado wanting to talk to Asui and Uraraka. And then they also said that the third hero, Hawks, wanted Tokoyami to do his work study with him. So that's kind of cool. And then at the end there, after credit, they showed this girl running away from the leader of the Shie Hasakai overhaul, right? Running away from him straight into Deku. And the girl is called Eri. Yeah, so what's gonna happen? I don't know. So let's go. This episode was really emotional for me, and I felt like I wasn't speaking much. At first, I think the reason why I started not to speak was because I realized that I was missing stuff. Like when I see something and I want to say whatever it is that comes like into my mind, and I'm saying it, then a lot of stuff is like going on. Like they're saying a lot of stuff that I feel that are important that I'm missing. So I'm like, let me just shut up and actually follow the episode. So in the beginning, like they went back a little bit and showed us this how Deku and Togata came upon Eri and Chisaki. Chisaki. Actually, I didn't think that Togata was gonna be there. I thought it was just Deku, which I guess I shouldn't have thought that, because it was both of them together going on patrol, right? So they come upon them, and then Chisaki says that Eri is his daughter. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It might be true, or it might just be a girl that, I don't know, he discovered that's has some kind of quirk that he needs for something. And when they met them, so I told them, like, if they actually come upon him, not to let him know that they're suspecting him of anything. So you could already tell with the fact that the girl was so afraid. You can tell that Deku, like, he can't keep that poker face on, and that's why Togata put his mask on him. And then he's like, Deku realized that was the reason why he put it on him, because he was being obvious. And then you see this sort of like a mental conversation between them two, with Togata telling him like not to antagonize him, just let it go. But then you have Deku, who has this little girl in his arms that's afraid, and he's like, I can't just let the girl go back to this dude that's clearly doing something to her. Like, she's afraid of him. So he lures them into back into the alley, and then he threatened the girl. Like, the girl saw him like trying to take off his what do I keep These words always escape me when I'm like, gloves. Oh my gosh. I don't know why sometimes, like, just the word gloves, like, I know it, the word in French, so I have that in my mind. But then when I try to think of the English word for it, like, it escapes me for quite a while. So yeah, he was about to take off his glove, and then the girl noticed it, and she's like, I can't let him like kill these people, these nice heroes. So he just ran back to him, and he took her away. Togata realized that and told Deku that that was the reason why she just straight out jumped out of his arms and back into the hands of the other one. They went and told Sir Night Eye about the encounter, right? And Deku is like he wished that he could have done something to save her. The way Sir Night Eye speaks to Deku, I don't like. Like, you can tell that he has not hatred, but I'm gonna say hatred because it feels like hatred to me. Like, he doesn't like him at all. So even though what he was saying made sense, like, you can't just jump into situations where when you don't know the outcome, like, you need to make a plan and all that. That makes sense to me. But just the way he was saying it and the way he was looking at Deku, like, that, I don't like it. So that was the day after the first day for his work study, right? And then Deku wanted to confront All Might. So All Might tells him the story about how he came to choose him as the successor instead of Togata, and how he got to have Sir Night Eye as a sidekick. And then they showed the aftermath of the first battle between All Might and All for One. And after that, Sir Night Eye was telling him like to just like retire right then and there, and that the next successor will come sooner. The next level hero of peace will come sooner or later. And All Might is like, what about in the meantime? Like, I can't just let people suffer in the meantime. And so now I was so adamant about it that All Might knew that he used his foresight on him, and based on what Sir Night Eye said, from the point where All Might fought All for One the first time around, 5 or 6 years later, he's gonna die a gruesome death, which according to Deku is gonna be either this year or next year. So either this season or next season, right? And hearing that All Might's gonna die, like ever since this series started, like with him passing his the torch to Deku, like you had an idea that he might die, like you can tell. And even during the fight with All for One the second time around, like we were all afraid that he was gonna die, but then he didn't die. And then now they're like saying it, a gruesome death. That right there, even if you accept the fact that he's gonna die, that gruesome death part is what, like, it broke me. And he's saying that maybe he already changed like the outcome, but somehow I don't think so. I feel like he's still gonna die that gruesome death, because apparently Sir Night Eye has never been wrong with his foresight. So everything he sees happens. So I'm pretty sure that All Might is gonna die a gruesome death. And I cannot imagine that, like, and then Deku was like, you can die without actually seeing me. Tell the world that I am here. And I loved when All Might told him that while he was fighting All for One, that Deku was there. He said you were there. So although I love that actually it makes me think that death is gonna happen, because Deku says you can't die until I tell the world that I'm here, and then All Might is like, you told me that you were there, so it's like he already saw it. So I feel like he's gonna die. Like, it hasn't even happened and I'm crying. Maybe it's not gonna happen, so why am I crying? Like, I don't know, man. I just it sucks. And Deku's like, okay, they're gonna face this together and they're gonna change his fate. So Deku tells him to go and make up with Serenite Eye so that he can do his foresight again, so they can make sure if that prediction is gonna happen or not. I hope it's not gonna happen. I hope they changed it, but I don't think they did. And then Shigaraki also comes to meet Overhaul and give him his answer, and he's like he'll accept joining Overhaul under certain conditions. I don't know what those conditions are gonna be, and even if he accepts, I feel like it's all part of a larger plan from Shigaraki. I don't know what that plan is, but Shigaraki's not gonna let somebody else rule his League of Villains. That's not gonna happen. He is the successor of All for One, so he's not gonna let that happen. I'm pretty sure it's all part of a larger plan, but I don't know what that plan is, so we'll see. Oh yeah, and then they said that Togata's hero name is Le Million, French for a million. Yeah, I think he gives some kind of explanation as to why he chose that name. Like if he can save a million people or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what he said about his name. I don't quite remember. Okay. So he said that he doesn't have to save everyone, but at least a million people. So that's kind of cool. Love that. Yeah. So that's what happened this episode. Thank you guys for watching my reaction, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. And if you want to see the full length to this reaction, which is, I don't know why you would, because it was just me in silence here and crying, you can check it out on my Patreon at patreon.com/feelimini. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for my reaction to episode 5 of My Hero Academia season 4. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.